Time Pacific. I mean, you normally go live now anyway.
Hello and welcome to day 7, of Devcom Island. I hadn't updated the title, I totally forgot, but it's updated now. We're just basically going to be finishing the filling in the rivers and ponds, and hopefully today is going to be the last day of it. If we don't get it done all on stream, then what I'll do is I'll do the rest of it offline, just so that way the next stream is going to be an actual building stream. I've got an idea of what we want to do for the first build, which will be basically to make the sandcastle that Aldi's wanted to do, and I like the idea, so that's going to be the first build that we do on the island, and then we'll go from there for the builds, as I'm not too sure exactly how I want to do it. But obviously the first proper village build would be John's place, which we might have to do some chores to actually get him to move in, which isn't too bad. Oh, I also haven't started the game up yet, my bad. So yeah, basically I did a little bit offline today, just so that the islands actually matched up a bit better and they didn't just look like they were joined, and some of the sea life in the actual riverbeds were connected, so that way it just looked more of a cohesive island rather than just botched together, I guess would be the word that I'm looking for. So I'll switch you over to the gameplay and we shall begin. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. If you've been playing Dinkum, let us know in the comments. Just waiting for it to load up. Sometimes it can take a little while. Come on, Dinkum, you can do it. This is why I normally have it loaded in the background. There we go. Hope the sound and everything's okay. And we're back at it. Devcom Island. Oh. Do you want to come into the streamer's room? Alders. If he does, he'll just follow me in there. Right, so we basically made these bits, this blue bit around here, did a bit of beach on this island, just made it a little bit cohesive, like there as well, did a bit of blue, so that way it looked like it was naturally connected rather than just here, there and everywhere. And then I did connect this little island up just because it was a little job to do. And I connected this up. So we've got this bit to do to connect that there and fill it in. And then obviously the river. And then to finish off the bit we started yesterday. So what we'll do is we'll head over to the bit we were at yesterday and finish that off first. Break our motorbike down just in case we need to bring anything back with us. Best put a marker on the map so that we know where we're heading. Get the bike out. Basically the job we need to do today. Icy rocks. So first of all we'll get rid of the rocks. We'll have to deal with the crocodile. Oh, and we also need a chainsaw. We'll deal with that as well. To get an improved chainsaw. In our bag ready. Right, let's start filling in over here first. Need another printer. Coffee. clicking. And again. rid of some of these dirt printers we've already used. Oh, chainsaw time. And we'll have to get rid of another empty dirt printer. May as well get rid of all of them. And we've gone to the bottom of the ocean as well. And we're just going to cut them down as we come to them. Just for easiness sake. Time for coffee and time for the sip of a real brew. No, I didn't want to place that. Oh, fingers and things to do. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go under and get that. Maybe did get it. May as well get these trees. Apparently these streams happen in this room at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't affect the stream in any way. That's what I wanted to place it. May as well get these whilst we're at it. do today is, if we get through filling all of the land, which is a possibility maybe, we could always start placing the road as well. But we'll see how long this all takes. Get the chainsaw out. Get rid of some of these empty printers. Well, that's a compactor, not a dirt printer. Is there something there? 'Cause it's not printing. Yeah. Roots are quite hard to see at night. fast asleep. Make it daytime and then we can see whether there's rocks or roots in the way. Finish my brew. Get that gone. We'll do it from this side and dry it up. Oh, we need our coffee. reached the end of this little pool. Once we've finished this is this section over and done with. Oh, wrong place. And there we go. Right, so that'll be filled in once we sleep. Take that away. And now we're working on the river. May as well find our bicycle first. Over this way. Pop the sleeping bag out of the glider. I see it. May as well swap the printer out for a new printer as well. And then remark the marker. Going that way. So yeah, I'm thinking this bit here, we'll put an X. This bit we're on right now, as you can see, it's quite big. We might put a big sandcastle here that's got its own spot and it's its own stand-up feature, rather than putting it on there where we're probably going to put a dock. Is what I'm thinking. Obviously, if Aldis hops on at some point, I'll obviously ask him for his opinion, as obviously we are playing this together. I better get rid of the rocks first, just for easiness. I'm not doing it in the dark.
Wasn't that.
Alright, well, let me sleep, and then Aldis is joining, so we can ask his opinion about the sandcastle location now. Just give me 2 seconds to chat. Well, Discord's already going through, so that's sweet. And then I don't share your screen whilst we're doing this one, so it's alright. Everything's set up, so you should be able to hear all this. And then I need to main menu it. And then load it up in multiplayer. Yeah, so there's a new stand area basically when you load into the map. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not straight away. But rather than where we thought a sandcastle should go, because obviously it was the biggest area at that time.
Yeah, there's a bit up top on the left.
Yeah, where I was just working. There. So I marked it with an X.
Maybe makes sense.
Because I was thinking maybe doing it like a 3-tier castle. So you've got like a big square on the outside, then step it in a little bit, do tier 2, step it in a little bit and do tier 3, and maybe do like some cylinder towers on the corners of it.
How big's the bit we were originally going to do it in, just so I can see?
There.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I'd say it makes sense. Unless you were going to get rid of some of the grass in between them two sand bits, and then it'd be even bigger.
What, get rid of that?
Yeah, I assume you know what I mean. Yeah, that.
Because
Not
that'd
all
be
of
a
it.
lot more work than
Yeah, well, not all of it, but maybe just like the bottom middle section of it.
I think it'd probably be better there.
Probably just makes more sense where you're at though.
Because it's like its own feature, whereas that could be like initially the harbour and like some storage crates and things like that. Because that's like the biggest sand bit other than there. It's either there or there. We can finalise it. Do you need a marker where we are?
I just need to find my wire so my pad don't die.
No problem, I'm just getting rid of the rocks in the river pond anyway. You got printers on you, or you need them printers?
I don't know, I'm just sorting stuff out. Probably got printers on me. Oh no, I gave you them all. I think we got... Yeah, no, I gave you them all before I left last time.
No worries. Find your way up to us when you're ready and I'll give you some more.
Yeah, I'm just on my way now. So what we got to do river-wise anyway before the sun comes
River, and then there's one little island that needs joining up.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Like I said, depending on how fast we manage to do it, might just do some road work today at the end of the stream if we get around to it and we're feeling up to it.
I found water. The rarity.
Yeah, you're near me.
Yeah, right in front of me.
Where? All there. Right. I'll drop you the ones I've got. I've not got exactly 10.
Yeah, that don't matter.
There you go. I'm just clearing out the box at the moment, so feel free to start wherever you want.
Yeah.
Be a spot while I've got sunlight, it's probably easier to clean the box. Up and down the river. So from anywhere where we are now to my bite should be rock free. Right. I need to find my way back up. Oh, I may as well go from this way actually. The mouth of the river's quite close to this end. I've already sealed this end off. Oh, a fossil. Shall we collect it before we leave the area? Put it on one of the bikes. Get rid of this crocodile. Ow. Keep on enjoying the water while you can. Another blooming croc in my way. Oh, bush devils are fighting. Crocodile's not obviously interested in the bush devil. He'd rather try and fight me. Ow! You shouldn't have been able to do that. Now I'm gonna have to eat. Stop the beeping. Right, eating. And then I do believe that should be a river free of rocks. Now I need my printers. And let's get printing. that down and put it in my bag so I've got it. Still got coffees and everything.
Still got what?
Coffee.
Yeah. Good point, man. Still got hundreds of them.
wrong spot. Not again. Oh, I meant to click coffee, not the dirt printer. My bad. Need some more printers. How are you doing for printers?
Hmm?
How are you doing for printers?
I'll need some soon.
No worries. Oh, it's a Taz. I wondered why I could hear quite easily. Come on then, out the water. Shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I don't appreciate it.
one direction to the left.
No, I'm finding a new some. How much inventory space do you have?
Practically at least half, something like.
Because I'm going to get you to run some of this stuff that I've got on me back home to a box.
Yeah.
Got a sleeping bag on there.
No, apparently not.
I have to find a way for me. Are you there?
More swap printers.
Right, drop the ones that you got. Oh yeah, I need to pick up the ones you've got first, don't I? Do you want to take... how much space have you got?
Between 10 10 and 15 spaces at least.
Oh, kill that, kill that, kill that. Well, do you want to take a trip back with some
I
stuff?
can take some stuff back here if you want to drop it.
Take any of that you can. And I'll just pick up the rest that you can't. Oh, you can. Take it all. Nice.
Yeah, I've still got space.
That was all I had.
Sound.
Do you need a motorbike or you got one?
I brought one, I'll go grab it.
Land. We may as well sleep before you go back with it. Just so that I can carry on printing. Very nice. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Look at this map. Oh wow, you did a fair bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Not bad going at all. Might have to lay some roads where we're going. Oh, we need our coffee, remember.
I nearly passed out and I was just like about it. One click and black out.
Like how I did last night. Stop giving me treasure. I haven't got the space for it. I have. I'll just get rid of the empty dirt printers. Jackhammer does not fill in the rivers. About a crab sort of all in the bottom of this river is unreal.
Well, there's a lot in this river.
I just keep, when a dirt print, they keep like shoving out of the dirt, if you get what I mean, further down into the river. So there's like probably about 8, if not 10 crabs just keep moving with the riverbed. Oh, wrong spot. To get that fossil home at some point. Get the bike out. Put it on the back of the bike. There we go. God, stay up on your hill and don't even dare try and come back to me. And don't just try and bite either. Go away. Yeah, of course I'm nearly all the way to the beach this way. Why? Maybe 3 times. It's the effort that matters. What? I'm getting insufficient dirt printing, what can I say? Right, now we want to get the bike. And we want to go over to this bit. Now we want to do it here. Basically what I did today is I went around, apparently I didn't do this bit. So I'll do it during the day so that you can actually see what I'm doing. But basically, I did it so it was 2 around anything that I printed. Like so. Oh, not there.
And I believe I'm
You want to come and get some more? Come and get some more. Yeah, no.
way.
Nice. We've also got a few more things that you can take with you when you go back.
No, I lost my bike.
Found it?
Yeah.
There's dirt printers, this is to collect. Make dirt print pile over here.
I'll have to come back.
No worries, I could just take it.
Yeah, my pockets are full. I haven't got rid of the other stuff yet.
That's not worries. I just realised I need to take dirt printers off here.
I'll have to go back. I can't collect all the dirt printers.
I'll pick them up. I just put loads on the floor for you.
So, yeah, well, when you've deleted them, if you pick them up, you can use them.
So what I'm doing now is just making the blue bit around the island a bit bigger, so it looks more natural. I was going to do it in the daylight, but I just started doing it. It may look like I'm not doing anything on screen, I'm not too sure. But basically, I did the 2 high width, now I'm doing 1 high. And it basically makes it look more blended in on the map. I will have to sleep.
Yeah, I'll sleep now.
Getting late. So basically, you can see there's no blue around this brown at the moment, and then there's no sand there. When the map updates in a minute, there'll basically be a light blue shade near that brown. And for some reason there isn't. I think it may have just done that because I had the map open when we slept. So we may have to wait another day to actually see it update. Really shouldn't. If you are, I'll get mine. Yeah. You get me a glass one. Whichever. No thanks. You can have that. No. Been in your room for God knows how many days. Well, we knew you were gonna, let's be honest.
I didn't even use it all. You were like, oh, you'll just use it all. I didn't.
Yeah, that's why it's in the fridge, innit? Lol.
It should have been.
It'd be warm and flat. Sorry about that. Right. So now we're just going in the river here. So we're gonna go meet up there, hopefully. And then we've just got this little bit to do over here. Remember to have your coffee. Wrong spot. Are you kidding me? Just have to get rid of the empty one and a full one so I can pick it up. Try and sleep the day away.
Yeah, press the wrong thing.
I bet you do.
Trying to pick it up.
You've already reached the despair of dirt printing. Hey, you beat your record though. is not the right spot. Drink your coffee.
Don't forget to have the coffee, or you have. I know that.
Way ahead of you. Oh, coffee time. That time again.
You made them plates of food you made me. You only need to eat like 2 of them and it gives you like twice the food and health bar. Stamina bar.
I just use the coffees. Coffee basically makes it so your energy doesn't deplete for 5 minutes, I think it is. And also refills it. Yeah, 5 minutes, no energy used. And refills. Get rid of some of these dirt printers.
need like 3 or 4 dirt printers.
Don't be empty ones. Do you want to also see if you can carry any of this? It might be stuff that
more,
you've
I
got.
took everything back.
Oh, right, sound. They do, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, coffee. Oh, wrong spot. I need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with fire breather.
Bush level.
Yeah. Let me just fill in this patch, because once I've filled in this small patch, it's basically done. And then all I've got to do is connect it up to you. Oh, probably won't get it done. I'll see. Yeah, I'll probably just manage. So is this river the last thing we got to fill?
No,
Oh,
there's just one more little bit. What have you done?
no. I just thought it was the last thing.
Nearly. There's only like a tiny little bit over here.
Alright, yeah, that's not in.
Exactly. On my map though, you are juddering. As if something was wrong, that's why I asked. So, that's nicely filled in. And then, yeah, what we were talking about before is, say for instance, these like blue bits, they've now updated on that. So it looks like it's actually meant to be there. coffee. Right. Now it's over here. Would you want to take me
I
to my
need
bike
more
first?
dirt printers when we get there as well, actually. I don't know if you want to give me them now. Oh shit, where'd you gone?
Thanks. Through the air.
I accidentally bunny hopped on your head and you disappeared.
There we go.
Sorry.
It's alright. Do you want to take me over to my bike?
I guess that's another clip.
I know. Well timed, Ruby rap. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, he just bunny hopped on my head and made me go through the air. Yeah, to my motorbike, please. How are you today? It's lucky it doesn't kill you. Or else that would have been me back at the base tent with no bicycle. There you go. Tap. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Oh, and then I need to mark the map so we know where we're going. Why have we got diamond there? Oh, that was because I had a fossil. Don't you try and make me fall through the earth on this bike. I'll lose my fossil. And that's not a euphemism. The thing on the back of the bike's a fossil. And here we are. Have you been up to much? Or has it just been a chill day for you? It was just on sale maybe 2 weekends ago for the environmental. There was an environmental event sort of thing. Do you know, like how we have Pizza Day? Well, apparently there was
like nature World Day of Nature or something.
Yeah, something like that, and it was on discount then. But it does come on discount like every so often, to be honest.
CD Keys is always a good website to check out. cdkeys.com.
Yeah, I'll put it in the link. www.cdkeys.com. If you check out that... What?
I said, yeah, I believe so.
If you use that website, you might be able to find it a little bit discounted on there because sometimes they have their own different discounts separate to Steam and things like that. And what it'll do is it'll give you a voucher key and you just basically have to put the product key number into Steam if you know how to do that.
Have you run off because I needed dirt printers?
Oh yeah, just 2 seconds. I'm just filling in the guidelines so that you knew where you were printing.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm on my way back now. You still near the bikes?
Yeah.
I'm on my way. There you are. Oh, you're more than welcome, especially if you're wanting to get on the Dinkums. Like I said, it is a good game. We've been a little bit addicted to it, and I'm even still on it at the moment, streaming even whilst feeling a bit poorly myself, so it shows how good it is. I got bored of resting, so I was like, no, I'm going to Dinkum the way through this, because I can't deal with just being sat on the sofa bored. I may be a little bit addicted. Oh, have you got empty ones that you need to throw down?
No. Yeah,
Sweet.
actually, I've got some. Not all of them, though.
That's alright. Throw these in the bin. Yeah, we're just on Devcom Island at the moment, filling in the rivers and the ponds to make it one big island. And we're on our last bit here. That needs to update once we sleep. That is actually filled in. But we're just filling in this little bit here.
Almost finished filling all the rivers.
Yeah, and then it's road building, which we'll probably do in this stream, to be honest. Well, I will. I don't know whether you will.
That's what MSK does, don't you, MSK? You play this game non-stop.
Yeah, I'm very addicted to this game. I have, like I said to you the last time you were in, I've got 4 islands on the go, because I'm going to do a solo playthrough at some point when I'm feeling better and I actually can think more straight, and that'll just be me, and it's called a tranquil island. It's going to be peaceful. We'll see.
Oh, what
And
the
then-
four? You've got this one, which is the Dev Command
That's what I
Island.
was just trying to say. I've got Tranquil Island, which is the solo playthrough. I've got the Devcom Island, which is obviously this island that we're on. I've got my offline island, which I've got quite far in now and haven't played any of that online. It's just one of those that I chill on when I don't feel like streaming. Then I've got Streamer Island, which Aldi's plays quite a lot with me on, and if any viewers wanted to play and jump on, they'd be welcome to jump on to Streamer Island with us. And then that's the 4.
Ah, not bad at all. True addict.
A little bit. What can I say? When a game's good, you know it's good when you've got multiple islands. I'll be honest, most of us Dinkumers have multiple islands. I'm in the Dinkum Discord, and a lot of people have multiple islands. Although a lot of the people in Dinkum Discord are even outdoing me on playtime. They're on thousands of hours, whereas I'm probably only just getting to the 300 mark.
Jesus.
Whereas you're probably just getting to the 100 mark. It's almost like therapy for me though, I'll be honest. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than counselling. I do believe if you bought it through Steam, you can gift a copy, because I was watching a streamer this morning and she gifted a copy through Steam. So if
same with that website. If you bought it on that website where it's cheaper, you basically just send the product key to somebody else. It's not linked to an account.
Ah, right. So even on that CD Keys website, apparently you can gift it on there.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought that's what she meant. She meant like items, like, can you gift them to other people?
Oh, in the mail, I get what you mean, like on Animal Crossing. Not quite yet. I do believe that the dev is working on it.
May as well
when I was in the dev command menu, when I go into here, this is basically every unlockable item that's in the game. It may not work fully yet or be in the game, like the ordinary game, but it is in this menu. And here, there is an option for a post office. And I do believe that he, as in James, the developer, is actually currently working on getting the post office in-game. And I do believe, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but I think it might be coming in the summer update, which I expect to be dropping in July, say, for instance. At the moment, you can't. But, like, say, for instance, if you came to my island, I could give you items. Like, say, for instance, a glider, because there's, like, all sorts of different kinds of gliders in the game. If I had multiple, I could give you it whilst you're on my island. And if you sleep whilst you're on my island, and then leave to go back to your island, you'd still have them items on your playable character. So you can gift people like that, but not quite in the mail yet, but I do believe that he is working on that. Another thing that has been requested is that he allows players to be able to have birthdays, as the characters within this update actually do now have birthdays, and it's something he did say he was working on. It might not be the next update because he's quite new to coding. I do believe it's done on the Unity generator. Is that the right word, all this?
Yeah, Unity engine.
Unity engine. But the developer is actually quite new at coding. So he is sort of learning as he goes. So these things are slowly getting implemented as he goes along the best he can. And if he doesn't know how to do it, I do believe that he has recently asked a friend to help him. They're not a developer for the game. They just know a little bit about coding and they're just willing to help him learn a bit faster. Because a lot of the music, say for instance in this spring update, he actually reached out to a music developer and actually got them to do it. So in the afternoons and at night time, you actually have different music than, like, say for instance the music in the morning. And then each of the NPCs, when you go into their little buildings, they also have their own little tune going, as well as when you're down in the caves, there's a different tune for each layer of the caves. Which, that's obviously brand new to this update. Before that, it was just him and his wife making music. Yeah, that's correct. Originally, I was from down south, still in England, but I used to actually have a southern accent, whereas my partner, who's playing with me at the moment, he's actually from the north part of England. Although I sound a lot more like him nowadays. How are you managing?
Managing. Oh. That situation with a rock.
What do you mean?
I've got a rock I need to destroy.
Oh yeah, I haven't emptied the rocks out of it. I'll come in now. That was the big river I did. I didn't do this bit yet. Aye, it's not too bad. The southern accent, even from where I'm from, is actually, I think, a little bit posher. Sounds a little bit more like the Harry Potter characters than up here, but I do get what you mean.
I've got a bit more of a thicker accent with being from north.
Well, where we're from, we speak a little bit posher, if that makes sense. Like, we over exaggerate the letters. Oh, that's because you've done this. You can't box them in fully. You get it now? There you go. Drink your coffee. I like the American accent though. I'll be honest. It is a shame that I don't think it's something that can really be taught, really. If you came to England, you'd probably pick it up a little bit more. Like if you spent a month in somewhere, like say for instance London, because London they speak dead clear and posh. And I imagine it'd be quite easy to learn there. Whereas where we're from, we like to use a lot of shorter words that don't really mean anything and they're quite made up. Like slang words. But imagine if you did spend like a month, maybe 2 at max, say, in somewhere like London or something like that. I imagine you'd pick it up quite easy, but then I don't know whether you'd lose it again when you went back home, because when I went down south when a couple of years ago, I picked up my southern accent dead quickly, like within a week or two of being down there with my family. It just all of a sudden came back out, but then it came back up north and it just disappeared within as quickly as it came back. I find accents are really weird. If I spend too much time around like Geordies, I can sound Geordie, which is just another version of an English accent. And hey and behold, if I just spend a lot of time up north, I sound like a northerner. And then when I'm down south, I sound like a southerner. But it never really sticks. Like, I just have sort of a mixed accent. It's not really northern and it's not really southern. Yeah. Like, you didn't even once sound like a southerner when we were down south for a month. You just sounded like you. Whereas I went down there, and I think it was like 2 weeks at max, I was sounding like my cousins and my mum and everything. And now I just don't have it anymore. It's good that they do teach you English though, even with an American accent, because where we live in England, they don't really, like, you do learn French and German, but it's only for like a really short, like 2, maybe 3 years max, and it's not really like from a young age either, so it's quite easy to forget just as easy as you're learning it. I know. Right, come here, stop trying to burn me. Thank you. I've got full pockets. And another one sneaking up on me. How dare you? I was in a menu and you bit me and set me alight. That's not how this goes. Stop setting me alight. Bush devils are the worst. Right, I need to come over to you and chat. We'll have to watch you dirt print as I need a quick toilet break. So get to work. Have I ever gotten a ruby? In this game, yes. In real life, I don't think so. Yeah, you can go mining in this game for rubies. So that's the best way to get them. Just quickly nip into the toilet and then I'll be back. Feel free to comment. Either Aldis will answer or I'll answer once I get back. I'll be 2 seconds left.
I can look after stream. Well, stream. Today we're going to set M-scale light. Oh, that didn't work. We'll bury her alive. Yeah.
When I see the ruby, I was like, money, money, money. Oi!
I was saving you. There was a bush devil.
No, there wasn't.
No, there legitimately was. Ask chat. There's a bush devil here. I whipped it. There
Oh, yeah,
one.
it is.
I mean, that wasn't why I engaged you, but still.
You'll let it
I'll
lie.
say it was at least.
Yeah, rubies in game are worth a lot of money. Although recently the new update made it so that people were breaking the rubies, because that's how you get down an extra level in the mine. So to start the game off, they are a good money maker.
And then you turn them into ruby shards if you break them to get into
Yeah.
the deeper mine.
And that basically lets you go down to the second level in the mine. And in the second level of the mine, you'll find emeralds. Emeralds at the moment don't actually have a use in game, but they are another money maker. We were talking to the developer in somebody else's stream, and we believe that the emerald shards that you get if you break the emeralds is basically the way that you're going to be able to get down to level 3 in the mines, when that's obviously in the update, which we believe will be the summer update, but we're not 100% sure, because obviously sometimes developers have plans for things to be in the game for the next update, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So you can initially get rubies and emeralds, and then in the above world, which is what we're playing in at the moment, you can find fossils, and you can also find...
Opals.
No, opals, well yeah, you can find opals, and you can also find amber. Opals you don't want to sell, because they are good materials to build your power tools out of, which is like the dirt printer, chainsaw, compactor, and the jackhammer, which is what we've been using through this build. And basically, this is a fossil. This that's on the back of the bike can get you up to 120k. So it varies from, say, I think the cheapest one now, if you sell it's about 50k. But if you get a good one, you can get 120k off it. And then there's another material that you find by digging treasure up on your island, and it looks like a gold circle, like a gold nugget. It's not gold, unfortunately. We don't have gold in Dinkum at the moment. It's basically amber, and they can also get you a pretty penny too, if sold. Both the fossils and the amber chunks don't actually have an in-use game method at the moment, and don't think really they ever will. So they are a good way of making money, especially early game. So the fossils you get from breaking rocks. It's a random loot item that you can get, just like the amber is, but the amber you've got to basically dig. Yeah. Opals, to start off with in the start of the game, you don't really use them, but obviously you're not really in the start of the game for very long. I think like maximum like 5 real life days. And then they are used when Franklin moves into your city. He basically uses them to make things, and then once you've gone to the second level of mine, this dirt printer I'm using is different to the original dirt printer. I'll just show you quickly. So this yellow one here, this is the original dirt printer that was in the game, and that takes 5 opals to make, with a lot of other bits and bobs from Franklin. if you give Franklin CDs, shiny discs, he'll give you money for them, but he'll also gain information from them. And this is basically one of the DIYs he can make you. And it takes him a full day, and then he'll send you this in the post. So this takes 5 opals. But to get this machine to this machine, the improved dirt printer, that also takes another 5 opals. So the best thing really to do, and I do it from any of the start of my games now, I don't sell opals, I just collect them and save them just because they are rare, I'll be honest. They're not as rare now as they used to be when we first started playing the game, when it first came out. You can find opals now in the mine, and you can also find them in the deeper mine. They're normally in chests. And then on this world, like on the Earth world seed, you can occasionally find them in areas where you are finding ore spots. So if you break up your tin, your copper and your iron nodes on the Earth, like this bit of the map that you're seeing now, they can spawn in opals, but they are also rare again. A good thing to get early game, well, as soon as you can. Once Franklin, oh, it's late, we need to sleep. Once Franklin's moved in, once you've gave him so many discs, he'll basically have loads of DIYs he can do. And if you ask him to make you a quarry can also spawn them in. They are, yet again, rare, but it can happen. We need to sleep all this. So quarries are quite useful for that, really. Every now and then you might find an opal, or quarries also give you the treasure loot. Yeah. Literally, Franklin will be the only one who's interested in the shiny discs. People have tried selling them to Jimmy, because Jimmy, once you've got a mil in the bank, Jimmy gives you 1.5, which means he gives you a little bit more for your loot. The only thing is, for discs, he doesn't. Franklin is the best person to sell them discs to. And Franklin will give you the most money, and he'll also end up getting data off them. And eventually, he won't get data off them once you've got like tractors, helicopters, motorbikes, all sorts of different kinds of like DIYs. But it is always still worth selling them to him, because he pays the best for them. But the quarries also can give you like the barrels and the bins where you can get the treasure out of as well. So they are worth it for that as well. They give you extra ore, and every now and then they can also spawn an opal. Another thing to do is don't sell that's exactly the point, Franklin. Don't sell these sort of things, because these sort of things, these green things, these are all the sort of things Franklin will need for making things up. Even though you will gain a lot, and you'll think that they're quite pointless at the moment because you haven't unlocked everything. They do, for instance, springs and the old gears, they are used for sprinklers, and you need an awful lot of them. Once you get to a certain level, I think it's 15 and then 20 in farming, you basically can make sprinklers and then an old water tank, and that means that your farms are going to automatically water without you having to water them, so it saves you a lot of energy and a lot of time. So if I were you, just try and keep all the green stuff, all the junk initially, in one chest, probably next to Franklin, and then that way when you get to a certain point where you can make sprinklers and old tanks and mills and things like that, you've got it all ready. On one of my very first playthroughs, I literally was selling everything because I was like, well, I need money to move visitors in and get my village started. And how did I do it? Like, how do I do it? So I was just selling all the junk, and I regretted it big time. It made me restart my island quite a few times because to start off with, I struggled going down to the mine. And I was like, if I can't find rubies, then how am I meant to make money? But now that the fossils are in, it does make it a little bit easier to make money. Because when we originally played, you could find a fossil and they were that rare and it would only sell for 20k. It really wasn't worth really finding them and trying to cart them all the way home. Whereas now, they really are worth it, due to basically the rubies being breakable. And why did you dig there? You were meant to dig the mud that you stood on. Oh, another thing, if you can, make yourself some crab pots. If you make crab pots, you will get like sea creatures in them and a bit of junk in them, but they basically, if you've got a good day, they'll give you the old keys, and the old keys are initially what you need to open the treasure rooms in the mine. And if you have a few crab pots, fill them with meat, and hopefully they'll get you a load of keys so that way you can get into the treasure rooms down in the mine and find good loot. I know a lot of people moan about keys. On my streamer island, I think we've got about 20 crab pots just in the pond. And most of the time, they'll give you about, say if you've got 20 of them, they'll give you about 5 keys a day. It's not guaranteed, but they tend to. All the streamers are basically making them at the moment.
Does this get into a big moment when we fill this if we filled all the rivers?
Yeah.
We 16...
7.
How many?
7.
7.
And a little offline.
Way! Celebrate, let's all throw our dirt printers.
On them. That had energy left.
Never using these again, ever.
No, we are. We've got to build. How are you building? Making
Alright,
infinity holes and using a spade. Doing it the old school way. The way we used to. Have to. Yeah, throw your dirt printers down. Oh, what have you done?
What?
What'd you do over here?
I got rid of some soil. Why?
Oh, I just wondered.
There's just like a bit here sticking out, so I just flattened it.
Oh. Right, well, when we sleep that'll update, and then do you want to put roads down?
What, sorry, you didn't...
Do we want to put roads down? Or should we leave that for another stream?
You could always leave that for another stream.
Right, well, I'll get my motorbike. I might just start doing it.
By putting what down exactly, sorry? I couldn't hear
Roads.
you. Roads?
Yeah.
What do you mean roads?
Yeah.
What, where all the rivers are?
No. Around the island.
Oh.
I'll do it, don't worry. To be honest, it's probably better if I do it because then I can like do one strip, plan where I want them, and then fill them in.
Yeah.
And Rudy Rap, yeah. Basically what we did on this island is we wanted to make this one big huge island. So we filled in all the rivers, all the ponds, and basically attached islands together. So this island here, say for instance, was a lot like this one, and it was disconnected. So we basically connected it together and then connected it up to the main island. This was full of water, and I filled this part in. This had a pond in it, and these little bits of island over here were separated, so I just filled it all in so it all had me
Everything
all
that
connected
looks like
up.
a path was originally a river.
Yeah, so all this bit here, this used to be a river. We patched that in. That used to be a river. We filled that in. This used to be a big bit of water and a pond. We patched it all in.
Yeah, that's what we did this stream.
And this, we didn't do that this stream. We did this river.
That river?
This one.
No, not that one.
No, we did this one that I've just gone around.
Yeah, that one.
Funnily enough, somebody else said that to me in someone else's stream when I was explaining that basically I was making this into one big island. This isn't going to be for a completion island, I'll be honest. This is more build grand
Massive
and mess
build.
about and find out how much we can build without it lagging, and just make
Breaking
big
things.
areas. Like say for instance a museum, I want to make a big museum build. Rain, I want Rain to have lots of farms around her and flower pots, and just like each sort of
However,
NPC
I do believe
wants
you
their
can
own
put rivers
special
back
area,
in.
and it needs to be created around what they do. What all do?
I was saying, however, you can put rivers back in if it made sense to put a river back in
No,
around the building.
no. Well, yeah, I can fill in water
Like,
if
say
I
if
need
like,
water.
for instance, if you let me just speak a sec, sorry. Say if you built a castle and you wanted to build a castle with a moat around it, so like a river around it, you could undig the river back in, and fish potentially would spawn in that.
Yeah, but it's not really a completion island. This, like I said, it's more for building
Yeah,
really
well, I
big. What the hell was
understand
that?
but I was just meaning in regards to like river fish. You can actually put river fish back in though if needed. And rivers. You just essentially dig up what you patched. Any of these roads, if you were to dig them up, they're actually water once you go one level down. So if
No,
I
they're
dig
not.
here, it's water again.
No, it isn't.
Yes it is.
No, it isn't.
What's that? That's water.
What's that? Look on my screen. Stop.
Really?
You've patched in the water. You're desyncing
Honestly,
because
on
you're
my screen, I'm in water.
desyncing because you're on multiplayer.
That I didn't even realise that myself.
Yeah, it's a
So, you
desync
can,
issue.
so the only way you can put the river back in is if you ran it from the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. See, every time I fill a hole, if I dig it back up, there's water back under it. So I assumed that's how it worked. I didn't
No,
realise
you're
it was a desync
desyncing.
issue.
Because
Ah.
we're on multiplayer and I'm the owner of the map will look the way it's meant to look for me. But
Yeah, well,
multiplayer has a few bugs. Like, say, for instance, whilst I'm on multiplayer, that's why I keep falling through the earth a lot with you. It does still happen a little bit on single player, but not half as often as it does when I'm playing with you.
interesting.
And then one thing you got to do, Rudy, is as soon as you can, build your teleports. Because they will help you get around all the island. And then once you've built them, if you talk to Fletch after you've slept, she'll give you a 5th one. So say for instance you want to...
Can't get a Lamborghini,
No.
but you can get a helicopter.
You can get a helicopter, and you can get jet skis, and you can get a big sailboat and a rowboat, but there isn't any cars in it at the moment. A lot of people are asking for cars considering there are broken cars down in the mine. So obviously you could have cars, but there isn't. Yeah, telepad. If you build up all 4 of your broken telepads, Fletch will give you a telepad deed, and then you can place that wherever you want, and then if you want to move it, you just speak to her again and pay, I think, 25k, and you can move it wherever you want. So say for instance you wanted to build in the middle of the map here, you can put the telepad there, move all your village around it, and then you're in the centre of the map. That's what a lot of people have been doing, but obviously you build how you want to build. That's the best bit about Dinkum, is it's quite free. Good. It just helps you get through the map easier. And then that way, if people are asking, say for instance one of the NPCs asks you to get a bug that's in the forest, you can just go to one of the telepads that's in the forest and get it. So what I was talking to you about before was these. Not that one. This is an amber chunk, and if you get them and sell them to John in his shop, you can get a pretty penny for them. And then I don't know whether you've witnessed one of these. This is a thunder egg. When you're having a thunderstorm in game, you can occasionally basically get one of these, and this has 4 opals in it. And what a lot of people do is just break them and collect the opals. You can sell them, but if it's not over 60k, don't sell it. That's the best advice I can give you. Opals sell for 15k each, 15,000. So if the egg isn't worth more than 60,000, just keep it and break it and put your opals in your storage. But if you want to sell it, make sure it's over 60k. That's the advice everybody's been giving online. Yeah, this is a helicopter. You can get this from Franklin. You have to have the permit license to be able to ride it. Unfortunately, neither of us do.
Can ride it at the moment. Just says need license.
Yeah. And then you can obviously get tractor to do farming, jet skis.
Oh yeah, you can get tractor, that's what we forgot.
And then, do I have it? I don't think I do, no. You can get this rowboat, which is really basic and starter. And then, if you go to Franklin can sell you a big sailing boat. Or if you go down to the deeper mine, which is level 2, you can find DIYs in the deeper mine, and they're like a blue sheet of paper, and if you click them and read them, you basically get DIY recipes from them, and you can find it that way.
Bad shot.
I'll just leave you with your whip. That Aldi's has got isn't actually in the game yet, but it's basically the tongue whip. It's gonna be coming out in the next update.
Made out of frog legs, is it?
No, it's not made out of frog legs, it's made out of tongues from the frilly lizard, leafy frilly lizard that's in the deeper mine. Oh, you're very welcome. If you need anything else or get stuck with anything, you're always free to send me a message. Unfortunately, these swings aren't in the game yet, but they are in the dev commands. That's how we've obviously got them. Why have we got music? Oh, because you were fighting the shark and you've come over. One thing that you might not know yet is if you collect these are wattle brush. If you put them in that's not the one that you need first. what's it called? It's a new
Brew?
item. No,
Okay.
yeah, the Billy Can kit. If you get wattle brushes, the yellow flowers, these, and then put them in the Billy Can kit, in this. You need licenses for both of these, but I'll show you anyway. So once you've bought the license, you'll basically get this DIY. And what you do is you put this down, and if you have these, you basically need 10 of these yellow wattle flowers, and then you put them in there. They'll cook it up to a wattle tea, and then if you put the wattle tea in this here, this will turn it into a wattle brew, and wattle brews will give you lots of energy. And then if you also do it with the bottle brush, they appear on a similar flower, but they've got red flowers on them. I think they're in the forest. If you have 10 bottle brush and you put the bottle brush into the billy can, you'll get the bottle brush tea, and then you put the bottle brush tea into the keg and you'll get the bottled brew, and the bottled brew is really good for your health.
They're a lot rarer though, with the red flowers.
Yeah, the red flowers are rarer, but if you don't chop them down, you can just respawn them, like recollect them. After a few days, they basically regrow. And then if you attack the jellyfish drop these blue things here, like just little jelly balls. If you put the jelly ball into the keg, you'll get jelly brew. Jelly brew helps you fish. And then once you've got potatoes, you can make fish and chips. And fish and chips also gives you a boost for fishing. So you may find fishing a little hard, you might not. Some people do, some people don't. If you do find it a little bit hard, grow some potatoes, kill some sharks for flake, and make your potato, your flake, and a bush lime on the cooking table, and you'll get the fish and chips. And fish and chips just makes it a lot more easier to fish.
Yeah, you need a brew license. You get your brew license from Fletch. Using,
Yeah. Your brewing
your
license basically unlocks the Billy Can kit. Once you get the Billy Can kit, there'll be a keg license, and then you need to buy the keg license to then make it into the finished product.
It does still have energy effects even when you do the first process, but it's obviously not as good.
Yeah.
You're better just doing the first process, saving them until you can do the final product, really. Although we did use some on our streaming island, didn't we? Because we needed to go down to the mines, and we were obviously doing it legit. We needed energy to go down to the mines to get some rubies and stuff, so we actually used some of the non-finished products.
Yeah.
So obviously everything you do on Streamer Island is done legit. That's a good point to self-promote. If you're looking for information on like starting out, watching Emma's Streamer Island series, which is any of the Dinkum videos that are titled Streamer Island, is a good place to start, because that's where we've basically just done everything legit from the very beginning of the game. So that's very much a step-by-step progression of how to do things and grow your island in order, what licenses to get and everything.
By the sounds of things, though, she has got quite far, because obviously she was talking about Franklin. We've not even got Franklin yet on my Streamer Island. He's playing hard to get, doesn't want moving. Doesn't even visit us, really. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, anything that you need help with, feel free to just send me a message and ask away, because I'm always happy to help. A good place to be is the Discord, Dinkum Discord. So when you load up the game, at the bottom of the screen, it will have Facebook page, I think, and Twitter page, and then it'll have a D, or it might have something that looks like a gamepad in a blue circle. If you click that, I do believe that it'll take you to the Dinkum Discord. If I could share links from Discord, I would, but I'm actually quite newbie at Discord myself. But that is a great place to be, is the Dinkum Discord. If you ever get stuck, you can ask for help. Everybody's quite nice in there. If you've got photos of your island that you want to share, you can share them. If you've got suggestions for the game, you can also put them in the suggestions section. They might not definitely be implemented, but it's always worth to try, because every now and then suggestions have been put in the game. Say for instance the big sailboat, there's storage on the big sailboat, and that was originally a player's idea, and that has been implemented. What, Aldi?
Oh no. Dinkum Discord link.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do them. Oh, there you go. If you click that Discord link, that'll take you to Dinkum, hopefully. If you join, just read through the rules. And I think you've got to activate that you've read through the rules by clicking one of the buttons underneath it. And then feel free to, post pictures, ask for advice. If you want somebody to play with, if you felt comfortable opening up your island, you can do that. Just be careful though, opening your island up to people that you don't know, because they can initially take items from your world and take them to their world. For instance, old keys. When this game first came out, a lot of people were just jumping people's islands and taking the old keys, because the old keys are hard to find. They're not impossible, but they are hard to find. So a lot of people were stealing them.
And then I'll drop a link to your community Discord that we're currently in. Just for the sake of it,
if you want to join the second Discord link, that's a community Discord. Me, Aldi's, and a few other friends are in there. We've currently actually got 2 other friends that play Dinkum. They're in there. And if you just want to post pictures about Dinkum or ask questions about Dinkum, just throw it in the general chat. And when I see it, or Aldi sees it, yeah, anything's postable. But obviously, we're talking about Dinkum at the moment. So if you get stuck, I can obviously reply quite easily through there. Yeah. Like I said, you feel free to post pictures in our Discord or anything like that.
Yeah, whip that doggo.
Don't you dare. How many times do I have to tell you don't kill dogs on my island? If only there was PvP right now. You'd be dead.
I just don't say anything normally. Normally, I'll be honest, I've been lucky occasionally, like, whipping a couple of doggos and just...
Yeah, well, you don't kill dogs on my island, I told you. That's the only other thing, Rudy. Make sure you keep all your dog collars, because you can find rare dogs. We'll sleep, and I'll show you on my streamer island what I mean by a rare dog. We've got 2 German Shepherds. Sleep all days. And then I can show them the rare dogs. It's the only rule on my island you should know by now. You do not kill doggos. It's a kickable, bannable offence. I don't like it. Her dogs have a hard enough time as it is. The crocodiles, the sharks eat them. The kangaroos fight back when they're trying to get food. It's not good. Not good.
Oh yeah, the kangaroos fight back and defend themselves. Poor dogs.
It is.
The
I prefer
kangaroos,
dogs
I
over
feel, are
kangaroos.
worse off.
Kangaroos are vicious. Right, let me know when you're up.
And I'm awake.
So I'll
Why, what you
basically
doing?
show you. I'm showing them Streamer Island.
Aye. Good self-promo. Your other series.
Right, so I could have done it on that island, and I probably should have done it on that island we were just on, because if I did it on that island, I could have showed you all four. So we might jump back to that island in a minute, but I'll show you the two dogs I've got. They are both the same, but basically, you don't just get ordinary dogs. Please mind, don't mind the fact that they're in cages. I don't actually have a dog collar at the moment, so unfortunately they're in cages. So that white dog there is an ordinary dog, and you get brown ones, black ones. But these here, these are German Shepherds, and basically you can tell them apart because they look like German Shepherds. Like, they've got bigger, bushier tails. They've also got multicolours on them. So we've got two of them, and then, like I said, if I had thought about it properly, on Streamer Island, on Dinkum Island even, sorry, I should be able to spawn them in, which I've never tried before, so we'll try that. And basically there's four. There's a poodle, German Shepherd, just wait there and let me actually wiki this, because even I sometimes get stuck with.
Yeah, you can make mountains. They go to about 13 blocks, I think,
No.
above sea level.
11.
11. I was going to say, I knew it was somewhere above 10.
11 above sea level. You can go 6 under sea level. I only know this because actually it recently got brought up on one of my friend's islands, and she let everybody know. So the four rare dogs are Border Collie, German Shepherd, Jack Russell, and a Poodle. So, just out of interest, what we're going to do is we're going to try and spawn one of each in so that you can see it. So, people say you can do this, so how? Why can't I? Miscellaneous. There's opals. There's your jet ski.
Dog.
That's what I just put, and it's not there. Wonder whether it's in randomisable. I know for definite you can spawn them in because people were spawning them in because nobody could ever find them.
Yeah, probably being like randomisable because it's randomised.
It's not though. And the thing is, I've got the dev command and I've got cheats on, so everything should be here. But I noticed that even Thunder Eggs, you can't do Thunder Eggs. But apparently you can do Thunder Eggs and spawn Thunder Eggs in. I wonder whether there's something I'm missing. Yeah. Because like I said, you can't.
It would have to be requestable or randomisable, you'd think, wouldn't it? There's a miscellaneous.
Because you can't even do dogs.
Can you not even do dog spawns?
No. But there's definitely a way of doing it because people were doing it to show the rare dogs off in the first place because nobody could ever find them. No problem at all. Have a nice day yourself. And like I said, feel free to join the Discords, both of them, And yeah, happy to see you again, and hopefully you'll be back soon and we can talk more.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. So yeah, that is really odd because they're not there. But like I said, I know for definite people were spawning them in.
Weird. Very odd.
I might have a look into that because there's maybe something I am missing. It could be as simple as, it sounds stupid because I wouldn't think it'd be this simple. But no.
No.
It's definitely something I'm going to have to look into. On that note, anyway, we'll end the stream here as we've managed to fill in all the rivers and all the ponds. And next time we're on this island, I do believe we will be building a sandcastle. Possibly where that X is, or...
Yeah, I think where the X is.
That X. One of them two spots. I do believe it'll probably be this one that's flashing. We'll also try and get some roads placed. It might be a case of I do the roads offline, just so that I can concentrate and figure out where I want them, because it might just be a case of putting them down, ripping them up, putting them down, ripping them up, as you get in Dinkum. So I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. If you could smash the like button, that would be seriously much appreciated. If you aren't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel, as there'll be more Dinkum content coming. We have DevCom Island, we have Streamer Island, and hopefully there'll be a solo island coming in the future very soon. And then if you hit the notification icon, that'll just give you a little notification that I've gone live or we've wrote in the community tab, so that way you can keep up to track with everything that's going on with the channel. And as we grow, hopefully there'll be more content to come. So that is it from us from now. Bye for now.
Bye bye.